Time for some miscellaneous cleanup on this middle content area. Looks like I need some space on the right-hand sides of my overall content area. And then this has some padding in here too. I'm going to start with 1 pixel of padding for all of these sections, and then we'll just adjust as needed. The 1 pixel of padding worked out well in the nav, so I'm going to try to be consistent here. This is the situation where if you're working with a team, you probably already have kinds of margin and padding that you use, and you're just going to use whatever the whatever your style document says that you need to use. So we have a bunch of things going on. We have a main content and an aside that each have their own padding inside them, and then they either have margin, or we can put a padding on the section that's holding both of them. I don't know if it really matters in this case. We'll find out shortly. Main content, let's put padding on that. Actually, I have a rule for both of those at the same time, and so I'm going to do it right here. This is where now we're moving into like padding is. This is where I don't typically separate my layout styles from my other styles, because I'm about to put a padding rule in here because it's a convenient place to put it, but it's not really layout. So that's where I'm a little stuck. I guess if we really are supposed to be separating layout styles from the rest of the styles, I should take the selector and repeat it up in the not layout styles area. But I'm a little like, there's just something that makes me not want to do this, but there you have it. So I will say padding 1 man. Save, refresh in the browser. Okay, that's looking better. It actually looks like more than that. 2 is a bit bigger, isn't it? Okay, we'll call it good for the moment. Also, we need some additional space on the actual sides of the page, so we could do that here. So that could be padding. I could set an overall percentage width on the whole container too. That would work. Either one of those would work. I think I'll choose padding for the moment. Let me just remind myself what that is. What is this area? This is a section tag with a class of row. Okay, there's only 1 section tag in the whole document. I'm not sure if row is important. And it's a bigger element than this. I'll make it a little specific, but I'm not sure if it's important. Save and refresh. I'm just guesstimating. That might be a little bit too much padding. Well, it actually looks decent. It's a bit too much padding at the top. I don't like that much padding at the top. So let's see, the padding top of that. I'm going to knock the padding top of the, I like it up here. That looks pretty good, but it's too much in this little section, so I'm going to knock that back. And say that in the main content area, I liked everything except for let's get the padding top gone. How about that? That's a bit better. I like it better. That's looking fine. Let's do the footer. It's kind of same thing. I think one EM of padding will do the trick for the footer, and then we'll just put it in the center. Footer gets 1 EM of padding, and it gets text align of center. Save and refresh. Yeah, fine. Maybe a bit big. How big is it? Well, this is a smaller, this is not 100%. That's pretty close. Maybe we'll say 0.75 EMs, depending on how much you want to. Or 0.5, yeah, okay. At this point, I'm going to stop, Valerie, stop. Okay, I think we're there. Have I missed anything? I forgot to take the bullets off the length list, or the length list. There's me being a computer scientist for a moment. Forgot to take the bullets off the unordered list. So let's do that in the aside. And that is aside UL list style. None. Save and refresh. also too much padding. It's supposed to be way over here. This looks like it might be centered as well, so I need to center that text and ditch that padding on the UL. So let's padding 0, and let's text align that center. And then this is going to unfortunately text align the list, so we'll have to undo it. See? So that I'll have to then reset it to text align left on that smaller element. How about some space between the LIs? That would be good. How much space? Maybe 1 EM of space on the bottoms of these elements. That would probably be fine. Usually I put the spacing right on the LIs. Margin bottom. Could be padding, doesn't have to be margin. But sort of structurally, it seems like margin to me. That's looking a lot better. As I go in and out, it does change size. I like it. Anything else that it seems like I might have forgotten here? Nope, I think we're good. So we are ready to go on to the next page, which is what happens at smaller screen sizes. Next video.